Hello, welcome everybody to TejanoLive.com. It's H-Town's All the Way Up podcast with our special guest, Miss Madison Pulido, and the sidekick, that Barbie chick, Patricia Vargas. Welcome, ladies. How are y'all? How are y'all doing today?
Good. Doing good. I'm glad the rainy weather kind of started to die down.
Oh, you ain't lying. So how was your weekend? What did y'all have? What did y'all get done this weekend, or what did y'all do this weekend?
I got to experience the Astros Fan Fest this year. I got
Oh,
to
how was that?
check that out, and it was a lot of fun. I had never been before, and I was scrolling through Instagram, and I seen the advertisement, and it was like, get your voucher today for $1, and I was like, there's just no way, like, what? So I checked it out, and I looked into it, and it was like, you can get to go on the field, the players are going to be there, all kinds of just different opportunities. And so me and my mom got to go out there. We got to experience it as well as go and try and market as well. So it was a really good, fun day. And then we got to watch the Texans, and then we ended the night off watching the Rockets that night. So
I also saw a video of you with the Texans cheerleaders.
yes,
I saw that one too.
I have a good friend. Her name's Brianna Tovar. She's actually on the team. She's from
Oh,
Brazoria
cool.
County as well. And it was her first year this year trying out and being on the team. So it was cool to finally get to see her in action and doing her thing. So I thought that was pretty cool to see her because that's an awesome opportunity, getting to be out there for the NFL and cheering and stuff. I thought that was such a cool opportunity. So super happy for her.
Yeah, you were Puro H-Town all weekend, girl.
All
The
weekend.
Astros, the Texans, and the Rockets. Hell yeah, Puro H-Town. And you're on H-Town's All the Way Up podcast. Love it.
I actually have a young lady that's from my hometown. I used to work at a high school in Bryan College Station, and she's actually a Texans cheerleader this year. Her name's Jackie Romero. So shout out to Jackie Romero and your friend out there. Hey, and let me tell you something. They tell me that is the most stressful thing you can ever try out for.
I bet. Like it just like how we have like a tough industry, like their cheerleading industry, I bet you is tough too. Like the warming up and the getting ready, like training, some tough work out there.
Yeah,
Kind of like you when you're doing a show.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like everybody, you got to get your practice, you got to get your rehearsal in order to have your routine fall together at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's physically demanding. Your, body's got to be in shape. That's why I like podcasts. We don't have to be in shape. We can just be fat and sit down.
Wow. Oh, Madison, do not listen to her.
It's just definitely it's a fun job, and you get to hang out. It's like you don't ever get to really sometimes hang out with your peeps, sometimes, and just have a good chat. So it's always good to have those added into your days.
And
Yeah, so you
like Madison too, like hello, fangirl here.
You've been on a whirlwind like the last year. Has it been? Have you had time to sit down at all and take in everything that you've done just last year, not even beginning this year?
No, honestly, like it's a lot to take in. Different things that have come to light about my life that I didn't even know growing up. And so definitely, truly a bunch of blessings that have been in my life, of opportunities. And I'm so grateful for every single opportunity that I've gotten to have come through my path. But just sitting back sometimes, like whenever I do get the chance, I'm like, this is crazy. Like I would have never thought 2 years ago I'd even be considered a music artist or even recognized in the Tejano industry. And so I feel very blessed and honored and thankful to everyone, like especially like you guys who support the new generation and help us be recognized and help show our name out there and have it told. So thank you guys so much, because it definitely is tough to get your baby steps going in there. And I'm still growing. I've still got a lot of baby steps to still catch on and things.
But even in your baby steps, speaking of recognition, you won an award last year in 2023. I was like, yay! I loved it.
Yes, for different things, like especially being nominated for all these awards and being recognized by next to these artists, legendary, iconic artists who have helped pave the way and keep our Tejano industry going, the culture itself. So to be recognized and just the recognition alone, because it's not about winning, any prizes or awards. It's just that recognition. It helps show that what you're doing and all the hard work that you're doing, it's paying off little by little.
So real quick, if you look behind you, I look at everything. So if you look behind you, what is it like for you to have your picture on the wall of fame behind you?
It's surreal, but it's also like it's my inspiration. It's like what keeps me going. It's what I grew up on, what I was surrounded by. Little did I know later putting music out was I just found out that it ran in my blood. And I mean, I would have never known. I always would say like, yeah, they're my cousins, but I would just say because I was like, oh, I wish, like, oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. And then coming to find out, my grandfather and Roberto getting to have that conversation and finding out that it runs down our blood, and to just be able to hold that last name. And I just want to make it proud. I love Tejano music. It's in me. I have a passion for it, and I'm so excited to continue growing and learning more and as an artist.
And I've
That's awesome.
seen that you have a passion for it. So what made you decide to go ahead and take that leap into becoming a singer and go ahead and go full force with it?
Well, around when COVID hit, I was living in Katy, Texas at the time, and David Olivares was doing a talent show in Houston.
I remember that one.
Buscando Talento.
Yes.
And I was still new to the Katy area. My mom, she had been working a lot. I was still looking for a job. And then she was like, Madison, I have to work. She was like, but go try out. And I was nervous because I was like, Mom, I don't want to go by myself. Like, I'm going to walk in there and like, what if there's a lot of people? Or what if I go to the wrong place? But she was like, Madison, just go. She's like, I'm telling you, go. So I got dressed and I was messaging her the whole time while she's at work. She's like, did you get there? Are you okay? I'm like, yes. And I start getting there. And at first I didn't know if I was at the right place because I was like, I didn't see too many cars, but then I started seeing the banners. And then I looked through the window and I see David Olivares sitting there. And I was like, hold on, I'm about to walk in. Like, I got to walk in here now, sign my name up, and sing. And I was really shy. Like,
how old were you?
I was 20. 20. Yeah, before I turned 21, I was 20. And I went in there, and there wasn't too many people at first. I think I got there, like, really early, but I was like, on time. I didn't know. I was like, I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, it's better to be on time. It's better.
So I got to do the audition, and after the audition, they had karaoke there at the restaurant, and you could stay if you wanted to mingle with some of the other contestants or the ones that were auditioning. And there was also some people there that were sponsors of the show that are now really some good lifelong friends, like George Gonzalez. Who else? I've met SCP Radio, the whole family from them. I got to meet Shelly there. Like throughout that whole course of this show, I met so many people, and I got to see piece, little bit by little, getting to know a little more about the industry. And then, well, the show itself, David would help us learn how to hold the microphone and stage presence, different movements that you can do to like interact with the crowd, and maybe you might not have to move so much. So I really did learn so much, and from there that was like
you were hooked.
Yeah, that was the step, because my goal was like, okay, I want to win. Like I made it to the final four, but my goal was I wanted to win the cash prize and the song and the video, and that was the goal. And so every week we had the videos of the show, and people on social media were watching and waiting every week. Like, I wonder what Madison's going to sing this week, or I wonder what challenge it is, or is it going to be a duet? And so it was like an American Idol type thing, but for our industry. And it was in person. It wasn't so much commercial like TV, So it was definitely a good experience from there. And from there, I started learning more people and meeting people and people reaching out to me. And from there, it was like, well, I don't want to stop. Like, what do I have to do, or what can I do to get in hold of a songwriter, or what's next? Like, I didn't even know what was next. I was like, I got to get back to work, get back to the regular 8 to 5 and just start working again, and hope to maybe get an opportunity with music. But not too long after the show was over, I ended up getting into content. with my songwriter Lorenzo Lopez, and from there we started working, and from there it's like I could just keep telling the storybook.
I'm so glad you didn't give up. You kept going. You kept going.
So after that, after that, it was just a big explosion period. Because you did fanfare, you did the convention out in Vegas, you've been at the Hano Music Awards, Guadalupe Awards, the Hano Mundial Awards. You got all this stuff that's popping up. What do you do for you? What is me time for Madison? Do you ever get to just sit back and just be like, I'm not doing no music, anything like that? It's just going to be me, my friends, or you by yourself. Do you ever take that time for just you?
I do, for sure. I mean, I think if we didn't, I think our minds and we'd be going a little too crazy. So we definitely have to have that me time. But I'm really a huge homebody. If I'm not at an event or having a performance, like, you'll always catch me at home. Or if I'm not out, like, supporting a festival or, something.
Yes.
Like marketing. But other than that, I'll be at home. I love to hang out with my dog. I love to paint on canvas with acrylic paints.
Oh, wow.
I love Netflix. Everybody's gotta love Netflix.
I think everybody does these days.
Yes.
Netflix keeps you sane.
Definitely just really quality time at the house. I recently, like, behind me, it's my new little, like, inspiration wall.
I love it.
Thank you. Getting in for this new year. And of course, like with social media, you have to keep things on. You got to make stuff that's eye-catching. You got to, market, and
speaking of that, yeah, I love your social media. I follow you big time on social media. I love the content that you create, and you take every opportunity you can to make that. It takes a lot of work. A lot of people don't understand how much work the content creation takes, and social media and pushing and marketing. And you have your mother, who I've met, Michelle, who is the driving force on a lot of it as well. You two together are unstoppable on that. And I admire it. I see it. I see the dedication, the work, because I know how much it is, because I'm trying to just, keep a certain level. I mean, my God, it's hard. And y'all do a great job at it.
Thank you so much. Yes, I definitely am so happy that I have her by my side to be able to help me on that aspect. And as well as just kind of looking in as my second pair of eyes.
Right.
And just be by my side growing throughout the period of, my career. And yeah, the social media, it's definitely a lot. I mean, just making one video, she'll tell me all the time, like, did you finish that TikTok? And I'm like, give me 30 more minutes.
Right? And the editing and this, and then putting it on all these platforms is like, oh my God.
And then
so real quick, I want to send a shout out to Yolanda Gonzalez Gintz out there in Colorado. We have Velvet Ramirez, Phoenix, Arizona, Norma Salazar, Holland, Michigan in the house. My beautiful wife, Marta Hernandez, checking us out. Michelle Garcia, speak of your team.
Yes. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Mom.
She had work today, so she's getting off of work.
We have Vic Gonzalez out there. What's going on, Vic? Big shout out to Vic. He's setting up the radio music gala for the fanfare out there. So big shout out to him. Borrao Lopez Jr. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Let's see. We got Nilson Roman, Eli Benitez, E45 friend of mine out here. Lawrence Indio Caceres in the house.
Hi, Lawrence.
Yes, we got the one and only Nilsa Roman Boricua. I'm gonna tell you right now, she is a Puerto Rican woman from New York City that transplanted herself into Seguin, Texas, and she loves the Hano music. She works with us here at the HanoLive.com. She goes to all the events. She's always sharing, posting, doing all that stuff. So shout out to her. Sabrina Hernandez. Shout out to Harry Rivera. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? So, and Vic Martinez out there, Ricky Duran, HoustonTejanoHits.com, friend of the station, friend of mine. We got Miss Vicky V out there, San Antonio, Texas in the house. So we're representing everywhere. We're touching all corners. And no, I do not have lipstick on. For those, no lip gloss. I did not put makeup on for the interview.
It was the girl show. I made him put on lipstick.
No, what happened I went out and I DJ'd for a great group called the Fort Bend County Vaqueros. It was their first kickoff Mission Trail ride. So I DJ'd for them. It was 29 degrees. It was about 40-mile-an-hour wind. And by the time it was over, I couldn't feel my feet, my hands. My wife was frozen next to me like a popsicle. So we braved it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you've never been to a trail ride or anything like that, you've got to go and experience it just one time. They say if you don't have a horse and you don't ride, they actually have an old school wagon that they cover up, and they'll put you in the wagon and you can drive. And the best part about the wagon is it's got a USB, so they play music while they're going up and down the road.
Nice. So that's windburn then, right?
Yes, windburn. That's what it's called.
I was going to ask you what shade that was because I love the shade.
I knew it was coming, so that's why I didn't say anything, because I know people there. I know there's going to be somebody that's going to hit me up and say, "Hey, you got lipstick on?" No, I don't. Shout out to Carlos P. Got to see you out there. Thank you for tuning in, my brother. Hey, great artist. Alejandro Garcia, friend of the show. Let's see. Somebody had a question, and the question was, what artist would you like to collaborate with?
Ooh, good question.
Ooh,
there's too many, huh?
I know there's a lot.
Too many. Well, one dream collaboration that I do have is, I got the chance to actually sing the song with him on stage, but to be able to record it and have that song done in the studio would be an awesome song. But maybe get to record with one of the primos, maybe one day.
There you go.
Even do it. I really would love to collaborate with some of the new females in our industry.
Yes.
I feel like maybe an all-female. It wouldn't even have to just be a duet. It could be like 4 or 5 of us. I don't know, but I feel like it would be a good opportunity to have all of our voices shown in one. But
in one song, that would be awesome.
But when someone checks out the song and they're like, "Hey, like, who is it?" Because you know how they have like those albums where they have like a couple songs from like Selena, Elida, Elsa Garcia. You know, it's like a mashup of the females that were, that paved the way in the beginning. And so I think it'd be a cool opportunity like that to for the new females in our industry. I think that.
You know who I would love to see you do a duet with, and you two have probably started out about the same time. You and Gabriela Martinez.
Yeah.
That would be, I would love to. She is doing amazing. I love everything that she's doing out there. She's killing it, as well as Gabriela Salazar. I see.
Yes.
I mean, there's so many out there.
Savannah V. You got Savannah V. Angelica Alcocer. You have
the ladies are coming, and
that's what I'm saying.
That's why I told X-Ray, I was like, look, this is an all ladies show, so just participate, wear your lipstick. Not
No, but really,
wow.
When I first was getting into the industry, I would always hear like, it's a male dominated industry. It's male.
Yes.
It's about the men. And I'm like, well, I'm starting to see a lot more woman power. So I think it's going to start to be the Tejano industry, but a mix of both, we have our men and we have our women, and that's what makes it the best of both worlds. Is you got a mix of everything, and I think that's what helps us grow more and continue growing as a culture.
Hey, and we have a little bit of royalty out here too. We got Juan Mendoza Jr. out there. Saludos Tejano TV, Más Chingón Radio. We have Esther Serrata Stevens out there. Thank you for tuning in, Esther. Shout out to you, the great Jesse Serrata. So I tell everybody a lot when I do interviews and stuff that if you look at where Tejano was in the 90s, in the early 2000s, and to where it is now, Fanfare was such an amazing experience for me. It was the first time I got to DJ and work the stages. But what I noticed was all the female artists that were out there, that were stages were packed. You had Stephanie Montiel, who would not want to see Stephanie Montiel live? Then you had Andy Bustamante, you had Madison Pulido, you had Gabriela Salazar, you have Christy Lux, you have
Aldivar.
Yes, all these great female artists that are coming up, and I tell people all the time, I said it's kind of funny because you see, you do those balances in work, and it's starting to go like this a little bit, and I'm like, and it's an amazing thing to see because I know how hard you guys work to do this music and how hard you guys work. You guys, let's just say it. You guys work extra hard because you want to prove to everybody that you guys are Tejano music, first of all. And let me tell you something. All your performances and everything you guys do proves it. You guys are there. It's the proof is in the pudding, especially when it comes to all the award shows you guys are getting invited to and getting nominated for and winning and stuff like that. And I really, it's a breath of fresh air to go out and to see you guys perform and see some of these ladies that are just like Angelica Alcocer. She did a Journey song at Fanfare, and I was like, wow.
She killed it. I mean,
I hate to say it, but I'd rather see her than Steven Tyler. I mean,
it just really shows like the versatility that we have, and
right.
You notice a lot now that a lot of the music, it has like English to Spanish, and it goes back and forth. So I mean, I feel like for Fanfare, or any performance, not just necessarily Fanfare, you get to throw in a couple your fan favorite songs that aren't necessarily Tejano, but everyone knows them.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
And going back to the women in this industry, I'm going to take it a little bit, on the girly side of it, that we do have to do a little bit more. I do feel like that. The dresses that you have to wear to the award shows, the hair, the nails, the makeup, the photo shoots. I think we do have to put a little bit more work in than the males, and it goes underappreciated. No, for real, I'm being honest. Because there's money to be spent there. You got to put a little
extra costly for sure. Because sometimes they can use that black shirt and put blue, red, purple.
There you go. And I was while she was talking, I'm like, it takes me like 10 minutes to get ready.
Yeah, no, not for us.
It's definitely, for me, it's definitely like one of those fun parts. Like, even though it may be a tougher, it's one of my favorite parts, getting to pick the clothes out and wanting to still make it unique and different, but still stay with pinpoints.
Speaking of unique and different, when you wore that outfit, I won't get over it until you put something better. But that outfit, when I saw you at TMA's, I love you when you pulled up in the blue dress. It was like a blue dream. It was just gorgeous. You look so beautiful in that dress. And the unique part of it is you had the little matching blue boots to go with the little booties. I loved it. It was so beautiful. You look gorgeous. I was like, who is this woman? I was like, oh, she just killed it. She killed it.
The next award show, we're going to have H-Town's All the Way Up podcast, Fashion Police. That's what we're going to have on the next award show. Real quick, I want to send a shout out Raimundo Talaveras out there, California in the house. Let's see, we have a lot of people that just joined up. We have Rebecca Denise, shout out to you. Shout out to Johnny Riojas. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Thank you for tuning in. And we also Esther and everybody out there, you guys, all the questions. She said, Madison is always dressed so damn cute.
Yes,
B says true.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
I'm
and hat kind of girl. I love to wear my boots. I love to wear
and
my
it looks
hat.
good on you.
Thank you.
So let me ask you this. Have you always been into singing, or did you just stumble upon it, or were you like everybody else, whether you're a little kid and just started singing one day? How did you decide you wanted to be a singer, and where did you find it?
Well, being little, backyard barbecues, being in the car. I mean, it was always some Selena, Grupo Más, just all, and other genres of music as well. But my family, like, they've always surrounded me with Tejano, regional Mexicano, salsa, bachata, like just all kinds of different music of Latin music. And I also, growing up, my grandparents taught me Spanish. So that's how I learned how to speak Spanish, which I'm so grateful for, because it has definitely helped me out in so many aspects in my life. Like, if I didn't know Spanish, I would be very sad.
Well, yeah, and I didn't learn Spanish till I was 18 out in the street. So I know street Spanglish. That's my, that's my forte.
100% like perfect at it, but I can speak it, read it, write it, understand it. So I definitely am grateful that I was taught that, because it has helped me so much. And
there's some of those words that Patricia can't say on live TV, so she learned her Spanish. So we'll go ahead and leave it at that. Shout out to Puro Pelo Talk Show, checking us out. Hey, what's going on, guys? All the way from San Antonio, Texas. One thing I've noticed about you is you're not shy. You take the stage when you perform, and you go all out, and I commend you for that, because not a lot of people at this young started their careers go out and own the stage like you do. Like I didn't get to see you live in Kima, but I heard you had Kima rocking a couple of months ago for the Hano kickoff out there.
Thank you. No, it definitely was so much fun. And honestly, I really do appreciate that you say that, because sometimes, like, going on stage, I will have to say I don't feel as nervous anymore, but I feel more like that anticipation. Like, I know I'm going to see some familiar faces, and I'm also going to see new faces. And that to me, it makes me just keep want to go moving forward, because every time I see a new face, I'm just like, that's a new person that got to know who I am, and they're really taking their time out of their day or night to sit here and watch me listen to some songs they may have never heard before, but they're sticking around. And so it definitely just helps me keep going, finish to the show. And Chemo was so much fun. That was my first 2 hour, it was 2 45-minute sets, but about 2 hours, and it was the experience of a lifetime. I had been anticipating that, like, waiting and waiting. Okay, like, I can't wait to get the band together. I get to jam out on stage live with the band members and get to really feel everyone's energy instead of having to sing with the track, because it's so much harder to be up there when you're there by yourself. When you have the band with you, and you can kind of hang out and jam out and still do what you love and have it just be fun at the end of the day.
Esther says she is a natural and her personality is ace. Wow.
Yes. And her personality is. That's why I always just want to just grab her and just hug her. She's just so cute, damn it.
And Borrado says, I am a DJ and I play at a bar that is corridos, norteños, bandas, bachatas. But when I put on Madison Pulido songs on, they like her music. Hey, so big shout out to you. So let me ask you this. And here's the funny thing. Kima's starting to become that mainstay for Tejano, like in Houston or in the Houston area, like Chicano Fest is down at Miller Outdoor Theater. So to make it there, and to especially you guys pretty much were headlining it and one of the main acts out there. And you guys got to do that. So big props to you, because that's a big stepping stone for you guys, especially when especially after you just put the new band together and everything. And you still hadn't performed as much as you would like to, and you go out on the stage. And from everybody told me when they came back, they were like, the best show was Madison show. That you should have been there, Madison show. Then like everybody was like, Madison Pulido, Madison Pulido, Madison Pulido. I'm like, dude,
she rocked the dot,
Well, thank y'all so much. And I mean, yes, I have to give a huge shout out to Jesse Serta for getting to meet him in this career, and he let me know. He was like, hey, if I ever get a chance to give you or reach out to you for an opportunity, we'll stay good friends, and whatever happens. And so I'm thankful that he reached out. I got to have that opportunity to open up for Las Phoenix, and them being an all that even made it even more special, because it just helped empower more of the women, and getting to see them perform live and getting to see them. I got to see their tour bus, and like knowing that they started off kind of, similar to how I did. They were young. They were 5 sisters being promoted by their family, by her dad and, her parents and stuff like that. And now to where they are now, like, it just shows that your hard work and dedication really does pay off, and it's really possible if you really, really just try.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get there, Mama. Especially the way your mom Michelle right there works it. You're gonna get there, honey. I know you will.
Boy, you ain't lying. Does your mom sleep at all? Because I see posts from you like all hours of the day and night. I know she works and everything else. So I'm gonna tell you right now, big props to Michelle Garcia, your mom. She is a hardworking woman for you, and make sure on Mother's Day you buy an extra special.
Yes, no, thank you. I mean, nowadays, yes, we definitely, anytime that we can update what we have going on, we want to let everyone know, and especially with time, because everybody has a busy schedule. They have work sometimes.
Right.
People like to schedule stuff in, and she's like, no sleep.
No sleep.
Sleep is for the birds, like when it comes to this industry.
Yeah.
But definitely make sure we take our time to just keep our sanity together. And we knew that it was going to be part of the job, but it's been such a fun time throughout the whole thing. You may have your stressful days, but I feel like whether it be in this industry or just living a regular normal life, you'll always have a little bit of stress. So it's definitely been overall such a fun experience, and I've gotten to meet and mingle and learn so many things about my life that I would have never known. So I feel like God just put everything in this right place and has put me through a path that just steered me through an amazing life so far. I'm 23 right now, and I'm just really excited to.
Wow, 23, talking like a 30-year-old vet already. I
know.
Wow. So shout out to Gabriela Esmeralda Ponce, watching from McKinney, Texas. Hello, Madison, Pulido, missing you. Shout out to Maggie Paz, Lake Jackson, Texas, in the house. Oh, and look, here we go. I'll rest when I die, baby. And Esther, the sky's the limit for you. So, what is it like for you to see this, all these beautiful comments and everybody supporting you, to just be Madison, being Madison, not being Madison Pulido. What's it like to see everybody that supports you already, the following that you're building as a young artist? Like you have a following, and your fans are building faster than I've seen a lot of other artists. And it's mainly because the way you and your mom, you promote and you work social media. Like social media today is a godsend for artists.
That's why I watch it and I admire it. I'm like, damn, they hustle hard, man. I love it.
It's like the main tool that you have, and it's one of those tools that sometimes is so hard to use. But definitely, I mean, sometimes I slowly learn. I watch other sometimes I see other influencers, they break down like how they edit their videos, and so then I play around with it, and because the only way you're going to learn is if you at least try to make some kind of video. So our videos have improved little by little, and
I'm watching it. I'm seeing it in this whole like lingo that you have to learn, like the algorithm and I mean all this other stuff. I'm like, huh? What?
And then back to the question, just being Madison, I still feel like anywhere I go, I'm still Madison. Like it's a really weird thing to say, but I just feel like my normal self. And when I introduce myself to people, my family, they'll be like, tell them about your music, or, tell them you're a music artist. And I'm just, but I'm just,
tell them.
I'm just me. Like, that's who I want to be.
Yeah. So with you saying that, do you ever have a time when you're just like, I don't want to talk about music. I don't want to talk about performing. I just want to talk about normal stuff. Do you ever have that, like where it hits you? Like, I just want to be Madison for a minute.
Well, I think my normal has always surrounded. It's always had music around. So music has always been in my normal life. But we definitely do take those days to where it's like we bring it down a level, where it's just like, okay, we'll make sure we have all of our social medias updated, but we're gonna take like no Wi-Fi, no phone,
little break. I can imagine that.
Even with regular jobs, like you're scheduling stuff, or
yes,
lunch, get groceries and different stuff like that. So definitely around busy schedule, but we're making it work to the best of our abilities, and we're excited for looking up for what's going to come this year. We have a lot of stuff in the works. We have some new music videos coming soon, as well. New music too. A lot of new songs that we have for this new year, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to see what we're going to do with the songs. We're still deciding and debating what sounds, what style, I definitely want to do something different, something unique. So definitely a lot to play around with, but I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I want to play a song, and this is one of my favorite songs. You sent me music way when and here's the funny thing. I've only been in the radio business and this stuff for about a year now. So when you sent me your music, everybody started requesting it, and it went crazy. You and Gabriela Martinez were like the most requested artists on my shows when I do my radio shows and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So this one was the first one. It's called Amor del Bueno.
Yeah.
So I want to play that one right now, right here on TejanoLive.com. It's the H-Town's All the Way Up podcast with the one and only Miss Madison Pulido. That Barbie chick, here we go. Amor del Bueno. Oh, man. Hold on. What's going on? Technical difficulties. We're trying to get it going.
No worries.
I hate when it does that.
Me too. Trust me. Sometimes, like, I was my first year at Fanfare, and I remember the song. It was to track. It was Ya Te Vi. And I was still talking, and the sound guy started my music, and I was like, I was still finishing my song. Start that again, please.
Fired.
I was like, hey, like I was mid-sentence. Come on now.
Damn.
I'm a newbie, but come on.
Right? And that's what I like about you. You stand up for yourself. I love it. I've seen it a little bit, and everybody thinks because
okay, I got it. It's here.
Now she's cutting me off. You see?
Go ahead and finish, because you know what? I'm not like the other guys where I'll be like, no, cut it off. We don't want to hear you. Want to hear the music. Y'all go ahead and finish.
No, but Madison, I'm seeing the growth. I've seen it in person where she does stand up for herself, and I love it. I was like, oh, look at you, girl. Go ahead.
Thank you so much.
Well, once again, we finally got the bugs out and everything like that. So right now, Amor del Bueno, Madison Pulido live here on TejanoLive.com. It's the H-Town All the Way Up podcast.
Vengo a decirte lo mucho que te quiero, lo mucho que te adoro, y por tu amor hasta me muero. Te voy a dar amor del bueno. Quiero entregarte todo mi cariño. Diciendo, te voy a dar amor del bueno. Quiero tenerte aquí conmigo, contigo enamorado. Despertar junto a ti, muy juntito a ti y decir te amo. Quiero tenerte aquí conmigo, contigo enamorado. Despertar junto a ti, muy juntito a ti y decir te amo. Vengo a decirte lo mucho que te quiero, lo mucho que te adoro, y por tu amor hasta me muero. Te voy a dar amor del bueno. Entregarte todo mi cariño. Desde que éramos niños, mi amor por ti siguió creciendo. Te voy a dar amor del bueno. Quiero tenerte aquí conmigo, contigo enamorados. Despertar junto a ti, muy juntito a ti y decir te amo. Quiero tenerte aquí conmigo, contigo enamorados. Despertar junto a ti, muy juntito a ti y decir te amo. Y decir te amo.
Oh, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's the one and only Madison Pulido live here on TejanoLive.com. It's the H-Town All the Way Up podcast with that Barbie chick, DJ X-Ray, and the one and only H-Town's very own Madison Pulido. Yes. I love this. I'm that's always been one of my favorite songs. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna be honest. Tejano World. That's one of my favorite songs.
Thank you. Thank
So,
you.
so
Just to give you, I guess, a little like hint, just know some new stuff coming soon.
what? Well, I hope when you drop it, you'll come back on the show so we can debut it on it. But so you just went from doing the solo thing on stage. What was it like for you to go through the process of finding a band?
Yeah.
Was it kind of stressful? Was it just magic where everybody that came in was like, yes?
No, it was stressful. Very. It still is stressful in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm born in Lake Jackson, reside in the Brazoria County area, and it's not a very big town.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to find dedicated Tejano musicians or who is familiar with that Tejano style.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
With my album, we have a lot of keyboard in it, and so we really needed a good keyboard player that really knew his Tejano sounds. And all the musicians that would reach out to us or that we would reach out to, it was San Antonio, the Valley, Corpus. It was all those areas, and all those areas are a little distance from me, but luckily some way somehow we started gathering some of the guys together. All the guys are from Rockport, Corpus, and the Valley area.
Okay.
I do travel out there to them since they're a lot closer. It's easier for me to go to them. And we get our rehearsals done with my job. Luckily, thankfully, I have the weekends off. So I work during the week, and on the weekends, I go to Corpus area and rehearse. And we're getting ready tonight and just getting it down so that when it comes to showtime, we're ready. So we're getting ready for this new year. Fanfare's coming up.
Yes.
And I know a bunch more festivals are going to be coming up, like 4th of July, Memorial, all the different holidays. So I'm just looking forward to it. I'm hoping that, the different promoters out there are keeping an eye out for the new bands, the new rookies that are out there. We're wanting some stage time, you guys. So let us know. And we are booking right now. We have been posting. We have our booking promotional flyer out there right now, as well as if they want to reach out, we have an email, Madison Pulido latinamusic@gmail.com. And if you have us on social media, feel free to on Instagram, reach out to us any way you guys want to. We will always answer to y'all. So you guys make sure to reach out to us. We're open for this new year and even 2025 if we're planning ahead that far.
I love this girl. She's a hustler, man. I love it. I love it.
So
I'm excited. I'm like looking forward to it. Like I'm pumped. I'm like the guys are ready. I'm ready.
It's like everything's falling into place for you. Now you just got to just go out and just conquer everybody. That's pretty much how it looks.
I gotta go and work hard. I gotta work. I got a lot of work to do, but I'm excited to just grow. To continue growing as an artist and as a person, and getting to just learn, because I know I have a lot more to learn. So I'm excited for what this new year.
So what is your opinion of the new location for Fanfare this year? At not being at the historic Market Square Center and everything like that, being at the Hemisphere Park.
I've heard many good things about Hemisphere. I've heard that it's an awesome park. That's a good place. I personally have never been, so I'm not even sure what the layout looks like. But I told my family that because we're still getting confirmation for a Fanfare date, but I gotta. I still want to be able to go out there, support it. I know a new location has to be tough with the planning and stuff, so I still want to go out there and support regardless of what we come out with. But I'm excited.
Yeah, I just talked to Bino about it the other day, and we were having a discussion about the layout and everything. There's going to be 4 stages for sure, and there will be vendors out there as well. But we were just talking about that as well, and I'm looking forward. He said they did a lot of updates to that park. So he's thinking that it's going to be pretty good. So I'm hoping that we get to see you out there.
Yes, I'm hoping so too. We're still getting ready. We're prepping and rehearsing and getting our ducks lined up. And I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good opportunity, a good experience. And hopefully for anyone that hasn't experienced Fanfare before, they come on out and enjoy a good 4-day weekend of live entertainment. I'm hoping the weather is good.
Oh my God! Yes, last year was crazy.
last year was my first fanfare actually working it, and I made the mistake of thinking, okay, it's March, I don't need to take a jacket.
Sure.
So I was out there in 30-degree weather with a hoodie, and I couldn't feel fingers. It's kind of like I was this weekend. It was kind of repeated this weekend, and I'm like, I'm gonna start putting a jacket in my trunk, and I don't care if it's 100 degrees outside, it's staying there.
It was crazy.
And all. Last year, my first time getting to perform with the band for fanfare, we had a 30-minute set, and it was chilly that morning. I performed at 12, so
yes,
it was chilly. That wind sure was trying to smack me around a couple times, but it was a fun experience, and all my family and friends got to come out, and that's one of my favorite parts too, is getting to see my family and friends at most of the shows, and them get to watch me grow, but me get to watch them enjoy themselves, watch, do something that I love, something that I know.
That's like one of my favorite things is watching you grow. Like you just said it right there. Like your family gets to see it. I love it. I love to see you grow, mature into this woman in this industry, being a force to be seen in this industry and growing vocally, putting out, new ideas out there. I so was bummed that I missed the House of Blues thing that you had here in Houston. I wanted to go so bad. I was like, oh, I couldn't go. So
yes,
and I wanted that.
Huge turnout. I mean, it was, and I had never been to the House of Blues before either, because like I'm telling y'all, I'm a homebody, so like I really don't go. And because Houston is crazy sometimes if you're not in the right.
If you're not from Houston, you better make sure you have somebody with you that knows Houston,
or have your Glock, one of the two.
Or one of the two. There you go. I'm still working on getting one of those. I'm gonna make sure I got me a.
I got you.
I'll be calling you.
Yeah, call me, girl.
I can't with you.
Where is my gun at? Anyways.
Hey, but
I always have my gun.
You always have to be prepared for.
Yeah. You do.
The world in general is.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, big shout out to Tiger Maze checking us out. Joe Casas, welcome to the show. Jorge Gonzalez, welcome. Irene Mendoza, all the way Glendale, Arizona. Thank you guys for Joe Casas. He says, I'll train you. I'm a instructor, but we got you beat because we're the co-host that's an instructor too. So hey, check this one out. Shout out to DJ Ray out there, the new Beer Depot, the home and heart of Tejano music in San Antonio, Texas. If you haven't checked out the new Beer Depot, if you haven't checked out DJ Ray, you don't know what you're missing, my brother. Because I'll tell you right now, that dude can throw down on 1 and 2s and some Tejano and some cumbia.
I haven't gone. I need to go.
Well, they actually moved it. The one that they have open right now is called the original New Beer Depot, but they have the new Beer Depot that they just moved to a bigger building and everything else. I'm going to see if Ray have posted out, see if they're open yet, or if not, when they're going to have an opening. But the one thing I want to get out from this interview is the relationship you have with your mother is it's amazing, because your mom, like I said, she works for you. I think sometimes she's posting and doing stuff with like one eye open, like at 2:00 in the morning, half asleep, getting ready for work.
Probably, and luckily, well, sometimes now they have that thing where you can kind of schedule some of your posts.
Yes.
So luckily, we have that help.
Oh yeah.
Even though I forget about it a lot, but it does come in handy sometimes.
I need to get
that.
What's it like for you to come off like the House of Blues and Kima Boardwalk? What's it like for you to come off the stage and see your mom, and just, do y'all ever just have that moment like, oh my God, I can't believe this just happened? Or I can't believe.
At the end of the night, like once we're done grabbing all of our bags and hair curls and clothes and boots and the hats, I mean, once we grab everything and we finally get settled in, we're like, okay.
See, I told you, X-Ray, there's a lot that goes into being a woman in this industry. Y'all just don't know.
Yes, and right now, like, we have our team who comes and helps us. We have Art Flow Media, East End Photography out of Houston, Texas, and me and my mom and my family. But after that, we're the ones that at the end of the night we got to pack down and put everything back in the car and get back to. So takes a lot out of you, but at the end of the night, we're just like, okay, we made it through, we conquered, and we did great.
Yeah, and sometimes this girl forgets to eat.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No, yeah, for real. I don't know. I can sometimes go all day without having it. Like,
Oh wow.
Yeah.
like the stress, the thinking, with the work, with going to work, and it's a lot into it that gets taken into it, and it's toll on you. But it's definitely part of the ride.
Yes.
So when you decided you were going to do this and you were going to go all out, right? Who was some of the inspirations that you looked up to besides Selena? Every female artist has to have Selena at the top of the list. But who was like somebody that really just like, besides Selena, I know I can do this because of this. Who was like a big inspiration besides Selena for you?
Well, I mean, so I was born late Jackson, so of course Selena.
Yes.
But I have Grupo Más, always surrounded by Más music.
Wow.
It's Laura Canales, Jennifer Peña, Alicia Villarreal. Just listening to those different styles of music growing up, it was always surrounded by me. Elida, Iavante, and just listening to their music growing up. That's really what inspired me to keep going. I always listened to Roberto Pulido and Bobby Pulido's classic songs as well. And it just always stuck to me for some reason. And of course, I listened to hip hop and pop and like new Carol G. That's reggaeton, urbano.
Ooh,
so
yeah.
I love a little bit of everything. But
That's the other question I was going to ask you. What's like what's on Madison's playlist when she gets in the car? What is it? Just Tejano music, or is what's on your playlist?
Some days I definitely have like where I listen to Tejano, but then there's those days where I'm just like, Carol G, let me hear some.
I love her. No, I love her. I do.
I love what she's doing. Like, she's literally living her best life, and so awesome to see. And it definitely gives you that hope that like if she can do it, and she has worked very hard and definitely for many years now to get to where she's at. So it's like an eye opener to see that she came from Colombia, and she didn't even pursue music. She was gonna stop, and she was in New York, and she just something told her to keep going, and she got back into it. And look at her now.
Yeah, I heard her a little bit of her story. She's the one that has the pink hair, right? Making sure I love her pink hair.
She's got pink hair, green hair, yellow hair. She's got pretty much every color you can think of at every show. And she sold out pretty much all her shows when she came to Houston. She actually had like 2 or 3 days on her tour here in Houston. Hey,
and she, I mean, just not even just listening to the music, but just watching the production.
Oh yes.
Like, I was doing my homework in there.
I love that.
I was studying, and I was like, this is like the level that anyone would like go.
Love that about Madison. I love that because that's how you get great. I mean, you have to study the people they're already there where you want to be. I love that about you. And you're
stuff that I would see, like, I was with my Uncle Jake, and I told him, like, okay, when this song ends, I bet you she's gonna go. It's gonna be some dancers. She's gonna go change her outfit, and she's gonna come back out. Like, I was already like predicting, like, kind of like, okay, I could do a little bit.
She's like, I can do that.
So shout out to Jorge Gonzalez. He says, don't forget you're working for me February 4th. And then he says he can also do some good country music también.
Yes. As well. And like I said, I love all genres of music, and eventually, I want to be that versatile artist that got to do a little bit of everything. I feel like in this life now, if it's something you want to go for, it's something you want to do, I feel like, and there's nothing stopping you, I feel like, why not take that chance and try it out? So eventually I will try some country. I even like Christian music as well. So I will try.
There you go. That's awesome.
Thank you.
So let me ask you this: with all genres and everything like that, what are some of the favorite? Like, besides country, all that stuff, is there anything else that you absolutely like? You'll be singing in the car, top of your lungs. Just what are some of your favorite songs that Madison listens to in the car and just gets in a song and starts singing, and people look at you? You know how when you get into that one song and people look at you like when you're parked next to them.
I've always loved like R&B, like Alicia Keys, That one song, Bust Your Windows.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
that's a good,
somebody on TikTok just redid that or something. Did you see that?
I think I did. I can't quite. I think it was
Wasn't that Kristen Cruz or somebody just recently redid that Bust Your Windows, and it was good. I was like, I love that.
Like it's one of those R&B songs where like it kind of, you can hear your voice a little more too. Like it has those runs, those high notes, those low notes. So it's, like those R&B songs, those are those songs where you can like put your little in it a little bit.
You see my TikTok the other day when I was impersonating Keisha Cole. You didn't see that when I was you didn't see that?
You're gonna have to send it to me so I can check it out. I'll repost it for you.
I'm just that's all.
She's secretly, you know what I think you need to do next time you're in concert and Barbie's there. I think you need to pull her on stage and let her sing a duet with you, or just give her the mic and let her sing.
No.
First of all, everybody's going to want to see if she can get up the stage on them heels that she wears, because everybody swears that, she's wearing the what's 5, 7, 8-inch heels. So first of all, everybody's going to want to see if she can get up the stairs. First of all, that would be an accomplishment.
I'm 4'0". I have to wear these heels, people, so you can see me. Damn it!
She's like, I need to be seen, y'all. It's one way or another. But no, I definitely give her props because I couldn't. I could not.
You couldn't do it. No way.
No way.
So we have another song you sent us. Well, I've had for a while, but Este Loco Corazón. You want to give us a little bit of backstory on that one, and then we'll play that one next for everybody so they can hear it if they haven't heard it. And if you haven't heard it, I don't know where you've been. You've been living under a rock somewheres, because it's been all over internet radio, regular radio, everything, all her performances. So you guys, you got to check it out. So go ahead, give us a little backstory of the song, and then we'll get it on for everybody.
Yes, so Este Loco Corazón, as well as all the songs on the album and my Christmas song, they're all original written songs by Lorenzo Lopez, and they're all arranged by Brando Mireles. And getting to work with them, I mean, the songs, they're written for his wife, so they're love songs, love story.
Oh, wow.
Lorenzo wrote them for his wife, Judy Lopez. So they're love songs, real true love songs, and I got to sing them and portray them and tell the story. And then getting to work with Brando Mireles and have him do the music arrangements on the album was an awesome experience, because I grew up listening to those classic Tejano keyboard sounds that you'll hear in Grupo Más. So definitely having that incorporated in my music was an awesome experience. So that's the little backstory on all the songs for the album and the.
Wow.
All right, we're going to get into this one right here on TejanoLive.com. It's H-Town's All the Way Up podcast with the one and only Miss Madison Pulido.
Epa.
Epa.
Ay, este loco corazón. Ay, ay, ay.
Vengo a decirte de mi amor y mi pobre corazón que se vuelve loco. Quiere estar a tu lado, quiere estar contigo, quiere estar enamorado. Quiere decirme cosas bonitas, cosas que me hacen tan feliz. Este loco corazón me trae de tropezón porque solo piensa en ti. Este loco corazón me trae de tropezón porque siempre piensa en ti. Vengo a cantarte mi canción, entregarte mi amor y decirte que te quiero. Vengo a decirte cosas bonitas, cosas que te hacen tan feliz. Quiero tenerte en mis brazos, mordiéndome los labios, diciéndome te quiero. Vengo a cantarte mi canción, la que más te gusta a ti, la que dice que te quiero. Vengo a cantarte mi canción, la que más te gusta a ti, la que dice que te quiero.
Epa.
de mi amor y mi pobre corazón que se vuelve loco. Quiere estar a tu lado, quiere estar contigo, quiere estar enamorado. Quiere decirme cosas bonitas, cosas que me hacen tan feliz. Este loco corazón me trae de tropezón porque solo piensa en ti. Este loco corazón me trae de tropezón porque siempre piensa en ti. Este loco corazón me trae de tropezón porque solo piensa en ti. Este loco corazón me trae de tropezón porque siempre piensa en ti.
Oh, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Madison Pulido right here at thehuddlelive.com. H-Town's all the way up podcast, that Barbie chick, DJ X-Ray, and of course the one and only Miss Madison Pulido. Hey, we had someone say that's one of my favorite, Graviela, one of my favorite cumbias, love it. Maggie Paz, shout out to her. She said loves it. And of course, we got Michelle out there. Hell yeah. Lorenzo Lopez, the best of the best. Puro Rio Pioneer Music. Eso mejor junto con Roberto Pulido's Los Clásicos. Bobby Lopez. Ese mejor heavyweight. Híjole.
Polish. Hashtag
Hey,
polished.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know what your mom does for a living, but she needs to be in advertising ASAP.
Oh,
She
yeah.
needs to be-
He really does. No, and you know, the longest time growing up, I always looked at my last name like Pulido. Like, never really looked into like
yeah.
it meant like it was a word.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you know, my mom's maiden name is Garcia. So, you know, Garcia is Garcia. So I would look at Pulido like that's my last name. But learning more about it, I learned that Pulido meant polished. So I thought that was pretty cool. I never did that for a long time.
And you
so
do hit
that is
the polished person, the polished
Yes.
artist.
I'm telling you right now, put that on your merchandise in the back. Hashtag polished. I'm telling
Hey.
you.
Wow. So
Yes.
real quick, show some of your merch you got behind you so we can get that out and everybody can and then you can let everybody know where they can get it from. Barbie, we were talking about Madison, not you.
So there's gonna be a in the chat that my mother, my manager, is helping us share around. And the show, we had some hats out there. These are the brown ones. We
Oh
sold
wow.
pink ones. We had little pink ones, and the little ones loved it. So we sold out of those. But we still have some of the brown ones. And we have our merch store. The store is linked down below for you guys in the chat. And then we also have our tote bags here. The Madison Pulido, we have it in tan and also in
I like
black.
that.
Oh, that one's good. It pops.
I like that one. Yeah.
Thank you. And then we also still have t-shirts with the same design on black, gray, white, and a couple pink. And then if anyone wants to message us, email us as well. We'll look through our merch and see what we have left. Yes, that's one of the OG designs. You have the OG merchandise that first came out.
And your mom just said, "Oh, Patricia Vargas, you saved our Madison Pulido shirts."
Of course. Oh, yeah, I'm lucky.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, anybody that wants to order a t-shirt, merchandise, bags, or anything like that, Madison Pulido, here is some of the links right there. You can get to the merch store. Check it out. Write it down. Take a picture. Screenshot it. That's what everybody does now. Instead of writing down stuff, you just screenshot it. Yes. So, Madison, I gotta ask you, what was it like to hit the red carpet and everything at the Tejano Music Awards? Yeah. That's like our show. That's our show. So what was it like?
It was so much fun. I got to experience the Tejano Awards the previous year.
Yes.
But I wasn't nominated or in it in any way. But I told my mom, like, this is the first time it's getting put back since COVID. I want to be able to go and check it out and, be able to experience the Tejano Awards night. And so we got to go. And just that night alone was super magical. Like we got a table right there on the floor, and I told my mom, I said, I really would love to meet Chris Perez or see him.
Ooh, yeah.
And like he was an artist that I hadn't gotten to meet yet, and he was like on my bucket list. And we were sitting there, and I was just looking at everything, and then my mom was like, "Madison, look up." She's like. And I'm just like this. I couldn't open my eyes. I just really couldn't. That was like, I will have to say, like, that starstruck moment, because I was like, man, like, that I can't believe that he. And then he sat in the table right next to me. I was like, what the heck? It was
Wow.
I really wanted to meet for a long time, because the fact that Selena has just always been such a huge inspiration, and to know that, you know, the songs that she would sing and above of her love, like, you know, that was the love of her life. So to get to meet him, I felt like I got to meet a piece of her in a way.
Right.
So
I can
it was,
only imagine.
yeah. So that was the, you know, such a surreal moment to get to, you know, feel a little close to Selena in a way. So that was fun.
And then this last year, how did it feel?
Last year, that, I mean, it was a dream come true to find out that I was nominated as the best new, and to be recognized amongst many of the, you know, artists and musicians in our industry. And it was such a great honor, and I am forever thankful. That was something that, you know, I always thought of, or would say, like, I wonder if one day I'd be nominated for a Tejano Music Award. I don't know. But, you know, because I would always see, like, when they on TikTok, sometimes they'll post like snippets of the Tejano Music Awards back in the day when Selena attended. And so to see that and to be able to attend it, and even though they may not be the same like they used to back in the day, which I wish they would be, because I go and I see those videos and I'm like, man, like, those were the days, you know.
It's getting there. It's getting.
Yeah, I think it's getting there. Yeah, you're right.
Because I went 2 years ago too. It was the first time I went, and I was kind of like you. I was like, oh my God, there's Jay Pettis, there's so and so, there's so and so, there's so, and everybody goes. What I like is everybody goes dressed to the nine. The guys are in their starch jeans, you know, cowboy hats, everything. And I will admit, the women do look very nice, and I'm pretty sure it takes a long time to get that way. My wife always tells me, I'm like, are you ready? She goes, it takes time to get like this. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to argue with you. But she says 2 hours. Does it take you 2 hours, Madison? Because if it takes 2 hours.
It depends. I feel like it depends on the event. You know, sometimes I might go for like a more day, or sometimes it's like you got to do the hair.
It depends on the event. Yeah. It took me 2 hours for that when I went to the TMAs. It took me 2 hours.
I will have to say I lost track of the time. Just to make sure I make it there for the red carpet on time. I'm running late. And so you know, the hours definitely go by fast when you're getting ready for big events, but it's definitely fun.
Hey, shout out to Rick Balderrama. ¿Cómo estás? Thank you for tuning in. Hola, Madison. That's what he tells you out there. So who were some of the people that you got to meet at the TMAs that you were like, oh my God, I just talked. Did you have an oh my God moment besides Chris? Who was your?
I will have to say, I think it was really, I think, because just Chris Perez that year was like, whoa. You know, because I have gone to meet many artists, and many artists that I never in my life would have thought I'd meet. You know, I've gotten to meet Ram, gotten to meet Jay Perez, Gary Hobbs, Stephanie Monti.
And those are legends that paved the way for everybody. So that's pretty awesome. So we're real quick, everybody that's on the live right now watching, I need everybody to find Chris Perez's Facebook page, and I want everybody to message him and say he needs to do a feature. He needs to do a collaboration with Madison Pulido, and we're gonna make that happen. I'm gonna message him every day until he answers me. And if he doesn't answer me, I'm gonna find out which event he's at. And when I see him, I'm gonna be like, hey, you got this Madison Pulido's coming up, dude. You might want to do a couple of features. And speaking of one of your artists, Jennifer Pena is getting ready to go on tour with Signal. I just saw that last night. She's going on tour with Signal. So big shout out to her.
So awesome to see Jennifer Pena coming back, as well as Elsa Garcia, because I feel like we need them to help us, you know, in our industry. It brings a little bit of that life back. It brings, you know, I feel like a lot of people have always thought, and we're anticipating, like, I wonder if Jennifer Pena will come back, or I wonder if we'll get to see Elsa Garcia again. So I know a lot of people are super excited, as well as myself. And I have
yes.
We missed them, and it's good to see them come back.
Yes, it's some fresh air, added back to us. And I know a lot of people that, especially the fans that got to see Jennifer Peña and Elsa Garcia when they were performing, when they were
yes,
and to get to see them now. So I know for the fans that have gone to that are gonna get to experience both, they're probably like mind blown. For me, it's gonna be my first time, so it's gonna really be like I can't believe it. But I definitely look forward to hopefully getting to meet both of those ladies.
So Barajo put out there, he goes, how about Madison Pulido and Grupo Negami?
Oh, Negami. Negami's Houston based too.
In collaborations, we're still, new to learning new stuff. So we're definitely learning how collaborations and all of that works. But if anyone is interested in collaborating, we're definitely open. And we're definitely would love to hear from you guys. And our email again is madisonpulido.latinamusic@gmail.com. We check it all the time and we love to hear from you guys. So
your mom already beat you. She told him, she said, she goes, right? All they got to do is call us or email us.
Mama Jur's right there, honey, right there. Love it.
I tell you. So, Barbie, what is one question that I know you've talking to Michelle and Madison before, but what's one question or one thing that you always wanted to tell her that you haven't had a chance to? We're gonna put you on the spot because I know you're a big Madison fan. She's a big Madison fan. When she told me she booked the interview, she was like, I got Madison. I was like, first of all, I've been trying to get Madison forever, and you got her first. I was like, that's not cool. That's Madison.
Don't hate. Girls, we're united. The girls are united. Don't hate.
Yeah. Yeah. I was a little salty on that one, but then I was like, oh, that's okay because I get to sit on the interview anyways.
I was like, oh yeah, you want? Oh, hold on. Let me
I know. So, but what's one thing you want to ask her that you've always wanted to ask that's just been in your head, and don't say nothing because I know there's something.
No, I mean, there's she's got a lot of information to put out about her music and everything. But I like to ask questions sometimes that maybe you don't get on a regular podcast. I'm a mom, I love my children. I have a daughter. And when I met y'all, I met your mother and you, to me, you're like a daughter, not my daughter, but I see that part of you. I know you're a grown woman and and I have a son too, who's 26. I have to realize he's a man and everything. Whenever your mother loves you dearly. And I know that mother's love. And when you're on stage, do you ever look at your mom in the audience or to the side and just go, man, I really hope that my mom, I'm making her proud. Do you ever have that moment as as an artist and as a daughter to your mother? Do you ever just sit there and go, man, I really hope I'm making my mom proud? Does that ever run through your head?
Yeah, I mean, it really does, to know all the hard work and the stuff that we do behind the scenes to get to the day of a show, to get to make it there. It's definitely, it takes a lot out of you, and to get to see, and that's what I tell her too, and my family as well. It's like, I wanted to get to the point to where I want y'all to be able to sit there and enjoy watching me and enjoy yourselves. I want y'all to see all the hard work that I'm doing, but I'm doing it for y'all, and I'm doing it for my fans as well. But I do it, to make them happy, and I hope to make them very proud. And I know that when they see me up there, knowing that everything that we go through, through having to rehearse and, do different things, that in your personal life, but definitely, just adding different stuff, all the elements to it, but to get to see the smiles on their faces and the job well done at the end of the night, it's definitely very rewarding, and I know that they're really proud of me, and we probably didn't think we would be here far. So it's definitely, everyone's still soaking it in, but definitely it's very good to have them by my side, to have their support, and to know that they're standing behind me all the time, 100%.
Yeah, your mom is your biggest fan. I've heard her at some of the events. She's like, you got it. I love that.
Irma Pulido, she says, we enjoy watching and listening to your music. So very proud of you.
Thank you.
I will tell you this. I have played a while back, I have played your music, and there's a big supporter of my show. She hasn't been on. She's been dealing with some stuff. Lupe Lescano. She'll come on and she'll tag you, and you have come on. And I remember one time I played almost the entire album, and I think it was family members, everybody was popping on, and it's just awesome to see when artists get the support of their family and their friends and everybody that's close to them, because that's what it's all about, right? Is making your family and your friends and everybody proud. But what does it mean to you to see the support you get from your family and your fans? And everybody starts off with the small group, but now, like House of Blues, you're packing that place, and you came up Boardwalk and everything. What's it like for you to see your fan base grow and to see your music starting to get traction to where people are coming out? And the best part about it is people are buying tickets. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you, like I tell every show, if you say Tejano is dying, it's not Tejano that's dying. It's your support that's dying. So everybody needs to get out there. Madison's got her merch right behind you. She's got bags. She's got shirts. She's got hats. You need to buy the merch. Go to Apple iTunes. Buy the music. It's $1.99. You have $2. If you can buy a taco for $2, you can buy some music for $2. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And if you buy, think of it this way, if you buy 4 or 5 songs, that's a torta right there.
You're dumb.
So if you got $5 to buy a torta, you got $5 to buy the music. But and you got money to buy. Support these artists because they work hard. She has a full-time job. She has to go in the studio. They pay for sometimes they pay for their own their traveling, their recordings. Doing all this stuff is not cheap for them. So for you guys to say they're artists and they put the music out, they chose to do it. No, but we as fans and Tejano, I say Tejanos and Tejanas, we need to do our part and support these artists. So buy the tickets, buy the merch. You won't regret it. It'll pay off in the long run, because then when Madison Pulido is playing the NRG Stadium on the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and that stage is spinning and she's reliving, the Selena days and doing her own and putting her own mark, you guys are going to get to say, I played a part of that. And I truly believe that, because Tejano for me is not music. It's a way of life. It's culture. It's our culture. And I want to keep it as live as long as we can, because I do this for my grandparents that passed away, because I grew up, at the family barbecues, listening to Moss and Gary and everybody else, just like you did. And and that's, what? I'm going to put this up there. She's an independent, no record label here, honey. It's all original Madison Pulido. It's all blood, sweat, and tears. I will keep it very real. And that is true. And that's what a lot of people don't understand is you guys put everything, you have to put everything for you to get where you're at right now. You had to put everything into it. You've had to invest your money, your time, your energy, no sleep, putting off, when you want to go hang out with friends, instead you go out to the studio, and sometimes you're working and you got to go all night long. So she said tamale money, garage sale money, you name it.
No, but she's right. It's the hustler. I mean, you'll do what you have to do to
yes.
Have your dream come true. And she's very blessed to have her family support as well. Not financially, but just that support, cheering you on, because sometimes it takes a toll on you if you don't have any support behind you, and you have your family supporting you. So that's a blessing in itself. But mom's a hustler. She'll do anything. She's like, let's go. And Madison's right behind her. Let's go, mom. Let's do this. I've seen it, and that's why I freaking love y'all.
Thank you so much.
And the big thing I'm going to tell you guys, if you're in the Houston area and she has a show in Houston, get off your butts. Get your dressed up, to have your wife take the 2 or 3 hours it takes to get ready. Make sure your jeans are starched, your boots are polished, your shirt is ironed, and your hat is clean. And take your butts out there and support her, because that's the only way we're going to keep this music alive and build the next generation of Tejano artists. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox now. I'm gonna let y'all talk, but that's just how I feel. And you do have really good music. You're an amazing person. Your mother works her butt off for you. So I applaud you guys and everything you do. So I'm gonna let you two talk now, because I need to calm down for a minute. I'm gonna go USA real quick.
No, but thank you so much. I do appreciate that. And those are dreams and goals that, I would love to have those opportunities. And it's going to definitely take a lot of hard work and dedication to work to get to those higher level experiences. But I'm definitely in it for the long run. I'm super excited. I'm very honored and excited that I'm being recognized this far. And I just can't wait to continue growing in the industry, growing as an artist, all in, just in general, and all around versatile artist. And I couldn't do this without my fans and the support of my family, the support from people all over the world. You know, I wouldn't be able to do this without them. And of course, the behind me, the team of the album, Lorenzo Lopez, Brando Mireles, being able to work with them and have them on this album with me and that be that start of my music. I just feel like it was the perfect way to have my first album be put out. So it's definitely an awesome experience, and I wouldn't have wanted it to start off any other way. And just back to with my fans and supporters from all over the place. I've gotten to meet so many people, so many fans they message me daily and they're just like, I hope you have a good day, or, you know, I have for lunch, or, you know, just conversating with me. And that, you know, shows a little more to where it's like they feel very connected with me. And that's something that I want. I want them to not just connect with the person that goes up on stage, but connect with who I really am just as a person and who I am in general. Just
and that's why, I like the podcast, because it brings the artists on to where the fans can come and watch and have that personal level. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do podcasts, is so you could connect and you could hear the stories behind the music. So whenever you do go out there and you pay your money to go out there to see the artist, you remember the story that they told on the podcast, and you have a better appreciation for all the hard work that goes into performing, the hard work that went into that song. And the more you appreciate it, the more you'll go out and follow. So it's a good cycle to be in, and podcast plays a part in that. And I'm honored to be able to sit down and take some time from these artists and get to know them on a personal level. And so the fans as well. And I'm just completely honored to be, you know, doing what I'm doing.
Me too. I'm glad I finally got the interview, because we were trying forever, girl. I was like, let me find out who I got to call. But hey, real quick, shout out to Rick Rodriguez out in Dallas, Texas, KNON. He says, we want an interview. Rick, you need to call the number, get with the Michelle. By the way, I heard your mom in the room, so she needs to pop in the picture real quick.
Yes, Michelle, come in.
Where's she at? We're not getting she pops in. Get the little comb and everything, and comb it real quick.
She'll be back in 2 hours. Stop.
She'll just pop in real quick.
No, but it's in the meantime, Danny. Shout out to Danny Noella.
There she is.
Hi. Hi, Mom.
She's working behind the scenes.
Hi, guys.
I know. She always is.
Trisha and DJ Ray, I'm glad it worked out together.
Yes. Yeah. I'm just messing with you. I'm so glad we got the interview. But thank you so much for all you do for Madison and what you do and getting her out, because we do really enjoy your music. And I know a lot of people that do, because I've talked to a lot of people about your music and stuff like that. And other artists have talked about your music. I work with an artist out in New Mexico. His name is Ronnie Lucero. His stage name is Romello. And he's talked about your music, and he's like, man, maybe we could do a collab with her one day. And so I was like, you know what? All we got to do is call the number and find out what we can do. But thank you guys so much, Michelle. Thank you for all your hard work you do for her. Thank you for helping us get this done. And Madison, thank you so much for your music. Shout out to Lee Garza, Funky Town, Fort Worth, Texas. Like right now, we got, she put the hat on her. Right now, we got Lee Garza, Funky Town, Fort Worth, Texas. We got Norma Salazar, Holland, Michigan. We've got Phoenix, Arizona, Glendale, Arizona. We got everywhere from Florida. We're covering all over California, Florida, everywhere. The official Tejano D, check him out. Saludos. Good work, hard work is definitely paying off. That is for sure. So with that being said, we have one more song we'll get into. Do you remember what the last song you sent me was?
No dejes de pensar en mí.
There you go. So right now we're going to get in that one there right here with Madison Pulido on the H-Town All the Way Up podcast on TejanoLive.com.
No vayas a olvidar lo nuestro, no dejes de pensar en mí. No vayas a fijarte en otra y te lleve lejos de mí. No creas otra vez la gente, no dejes de creer en mí. Nunca pienses en olvidarme, porque en mi vida solo existes tú. No vayas a dejar de amarme, no dejes de pensar en mí. No vayas a olvidar el día que prometiste ser de mí. No vayas a dejar de amarme, no te olvides jamás de mí. Jamás te olvides de los besos y las caricias que te di. Otra vez la gente, no dejes de creer en mí. Nunca pienses en olvidarme, porque en mi vida solo existes tú. No vayas a dejar de amarme, no dejes de pensar en mí. No vayas a olvidar el día que prometiste ser de mí. No vayas a dejar de amarme, no te olvides jamás de mí. Jamás te olvides de los besos y las caricias que te di.
Oh, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's the HuddleLive.com. It's the H Sounds All the Way Up podcast with the one and only Miss Madison Pulido. Of course, it's your boy DJ X-Ray and that Barbie chick, Patricia Vargas. Shout out to the little Barbie out there. Say hello to everybody.
Hi. Hi, Madison. Hi, DJ X-Ray.
Hello, how are you?
I read it from your name tag.
Say one more
She's
thing.
making her podcast debut tonight with Madison Pulido. There you go.
Don't forget to like and follow Show Off Promotions, that Barbie chick.
Hey, there you go. She's all excited. She done made her podcast debut. So, with that being said, so we at the end of the shows, we like to make sure we give you the platform. We'll give you the deal to let everybody know your shows, upcoming shows, anything you got like that, merch, all that good stuff. So go ahead and put it out. Your mom's been. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna hit your mom up and see how much she charges to do social media promotions, because I sure do need it. I need some more work. So go ahead, Madison. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. And thank y'all again for having me. I'm so glad that we got to get our interview done. I've had so much fun tonight. Thank you guys for making me laugh and getting me, letting the world get to know a little bit more and learn more about who Madison Pulido is. We have my social medias at official Madison Pulido. We keep them updated with everything that we have going on, shows, new music, interviews. We keep it updated. So you guys, if you want to follow us on my musical journey, make sure you check us out on social media at official Madison Pulido. We are also open for bookings as well for the whole 2024 year. We have some shows in the works, so we will be updating our schedule as soon as we can for you guys. And our email is madisonpulido madison.latinamusic@gmail.com. You can reach us there for collaborations, for any festivals near you, any events that you have going on. You guys can reach out to us for weddings, quinceañeras. We're looking forward to being able to grow this year and get to try a little bit of everything. So you guys call us and let us know when you need us, and we'll be there for you guys. And as well, we still do have some merch in our link tree that's in the comments below. You guys can check it out, and we do have all of our merch on there listed. Or if y'all have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. I truly appreciate it. And again, just thank y'all for all the love and support. I mean, the amount of love and support that I have received from everyone, it doesn't go unnoticed, unseen. I appreciate every single one of you, and I definitely wouldn't be able to be here streaming my music, having this platform, being able to share who Madison Pulido is without any of y'all. So thank y'all so much. I hope y'all have an awesome rest of y'all's week, and stay dry, stay warm. I don't know what it's gonna be, cold or hot. We're going back and forth.
Right.
But thank y'all so much again for just the love and support. Bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it, and I hope to make everyone proud. I hope they're excited and eager for this new year. We have some new stuff in the works, and I'm just excited to be able to share it with y'all.
Yeah.
Awesome. So shout out to the Tejano Blues man, Joe Villanueva out there checking us out. Also, Rick Rodriguez, you can contact Madison. Her mom, they posted out. Let me see if I can find it again. But you can contact them to hook up interviews, or if you need music or anything like that, they'll put you on the mailing list to get it out there. He's with KNON out there in Dallas, Texas. So I'm pretty sure you guys can work out something and hook it up, brother. Shout out to you. And yes, Madison has submitted her information to get out at Fanfare. Yeah. We got that out earlier. So make sure you guys check it out. Thank you, Madison. Shout out to that Barbie chick. Shout out to DJ Tejana Lara, my partner in crime with TejanoLive.com. Also, Roland Martinez, the world's tallest DJ. But shout out to him as well. Shout out to Abel and Rebecca Luer. She says, Lake Jackson in the house, home of Tejano superstar Selena and Bucky Star.
Bucky's.
Bucky's was invented because the Nuggets, Bucky Nuggets, oh my God.
So good.
And we have James Munoz, aka Jam and James, the house DJ in Pierce, Pasadena. Bro, you can never be the tallest ever. It's not possible. It's not going to happen. And also, if anybody knows anybody with Coca-Cola, Madison has been flashing the Coca-Cola can right there. She's a spokesman. She's always up for sponsors. Hey, there you go, right there. Always looking for sponsors. So Coca-Cola, if you need a Tejano artist to sponsor, we got Madison Pulido that's ready to go. So thank you once again. I appreciate it. I'm glad we finally got to sit down and talk with you. It's been an honor and a blessing to talk with you and see your mother. And like I said, you when it's done, when you really make it, make sure you take care of your mom, because I'm telling you, she sleeps with one eye open with her phone like this. She's tweeting. I've seen her on TikTok. I've seen her on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything else. So also, if you're looking for a band to book for your special event, like Madison said, a quinceañera, corporate, private event, anything like that, she has a full band behind her. You're going to get a full show. She's going to come out and rock it like she does every time. So make sure you guys hit up the link and everything else. There it is right there for her music. So make sure y'all check it out. Once again, thank you guys. It's been an honor. So with that being said, as we ended all the time, thank you, God bless, and good night.